you can achieve unparalleled success. You can. Anyone can. Every single person born can do that because we're all born the same. That success is within us. It's something that we were given when we were born that we're meant to develop and bring to the world. And that would cause us to achieve or experience that success. Now, when you look up the definition or the meaning of the word success, it's going to be different for every single person. Some people, that success would be how much money they have, how happy they are. Some people will be just how much peace they can find in their lives. Some people will be that they're making a contribution to others in the world, and so that will feel like success for them. It's going to be different for every single person, but you know when you have it because you feel a particular way, because it's a thing that you are going for in your life, and so that's how you will achieve unparalleled success. But see, the reason I used unparalleled, because when you look up that word, it means exceptional, it means different. And so now think about snowflakes, meaning that every person is just like a snowflake. Every person is born to be unique and individual, and that's the problem. That's the problem, because we have this difficulty accepting who we are, and that's why we don't achieve the kind of success we could if we were to move in, unless we were to move through those restrictions, and they always exist in our thinking. And over time in our society, they change. We've seen discoveries in neuroscience. We've seen discoveries about mindset. We know how that affects us. We have all kinds of things that we can look at our bodies and our minds and understand how things are being developed. And then we come away with this information that says, oh, it's always in my consciousness. And then we have different states that we can reach. Every single person can, if we decide to do that. Doesn't matter how you were born, where you were born, who you are, so gender, age, none of that matters. And see, someone sent me something today about self-actualization and neuroscience and all of that. And they said, does this stuff work? I go, yeah, because I used it all. That's how I changed my life. But then I had another aspect of that I used, which is what I was supposed to do in this life, and that was I channeled cosmic information. But yesterday what happened was, and I'll put this up on, it's on my YouTube channel, but I discovered a video, a session that I had done a while ago. Actually, I did it in May of 2021, and it was called How to Connect to Your Higher Self. Now, I did that. This was the first live Wilhelm thing that I did, because I didn't want to do any of them at all, because it was just uncomfortable. I mean, this really introverted person, but I knew where we would be. I knew where the world would be. Everything that's occurring in the world now, I've written about it. I've talked about it. Brought it up in some of my sessions, and they came through in the channeling sessions, but most times people couldn't hear what I was talking about until we see it happening in our world. When we saw the weather events and the war and all these different things happening, those are all the things that I was talking about several years ago, because see, it's energy. It's all energy. And unless we decide to embrace that and understand what's occurring, we have a really, really difficult time. So I did something in April. I recorded an interview in April of this year on a channel called Next Level Soul, because I knew I needed to, I wanted to give more information to people so that they could calm down, so that we'd have a little more love, a little more peace in the world. And so that's why I did that, and it's done really well, and I'm so grateful for that. But when I found the other recording that I did more than 2 years ago, I said, okay, this one will be really great. And you will see this, because I want to get people to understand this in this particular video. And I'll put a link in the description here so you can see it if you don't have it, but it's all on my YouTube channel. But in there, you'll see me talk about the process, because we all do the same thing. We have intuition, we can trust it, we can hear things when we practice. And so I was giving the talk, and then people would ask questions. There are a bunch of people there, and they would ask questions. Sometimes I would try to answer it as being Roger. It doesn't work real well when I'm doing that. And then if I can't get it, I go into this other place, which is a higher state of consciousness, and I bring in my Wilhelm, and I can answer anything. And if you've seen some of the newer sessions that I've done, that would make sense, because this one I was very deliberate and slow, and I was going in and out. Now what I do is I stay off. I don't like to see people on camera, because it gives me the ability to just connect to their energy. But what I'm also going to start doing is some private sessions as well, because people are asking for those, so those will be offered. But in the meantime, I want you to just have these videos. I want you to listen to them because it will give you some understanding. And I will tell you that these next several weeks and months in our world might be a little chaotic. But if you understand what's occurring and understand what you can do to cause yourself to feel better, to cause yourself to love who you are, wow, not only will you have a much better life, but you will also contribute to the healing of our world, because that's how I want to look at it. That's what's really going on. So, and then I've also created something else that I'll talk about later, because I wanted to get this information to everyone, but I wanted to create something that anyone could have access to. Anyone could have access to, so no one needs to go through this period or this transition alone, or feeling alone and isolated, which is what a lot of people have been experiencing, or fearful. Any of those things. That's what I'm going to do. So I've created something. It'll be out. You'll hear about it soon. But I wanted you to have this now to understand that you can achieve unparalleled success in your life because you were born to be this unique, brilliant being. We all were.
I haven't done anything like this.
It's increased the confidence that I had in myself.
Everything is better. I mean, every single aspect of my life. My income, the progress is just amazing. Like, you can see changes from week to week.
Introducing your last development program, Life Transformation for Success, the newest part of Roger Burnley's coaching series. In this 3-month online program, you will learn the mindset tools you need to dissolve the shame of your past, discover the gifts within you that make you important to the world, and get the confidence to rise above anything that stands between you and the life that you want.
Everything changed in my life. Everything. Every single thing.
It's time for you to reprogram your mind for success and become self-actualized. If you're ready to transform your life too, learn more at yourlastdevelopmentprogram.com today.